Rise and Fall of the Blades by Anonymous. There are many that still remember the Blades. There are fewer that can pass down their stories, their origins, and their downfall. Your father could. In his proudest moments, he said to me, "You keep secrets like the Blades." The Blades were good at keeping secrets. They didn't write down much. They passed information carefully between their spies in every province, to their elite members that protected the emperors. Even amongst their members, they kept much secret. Most associate the Blades with their ceremonial Akaviri armor and curved longswords. One can trace the Blades back to the fiercest warriors of Akavir, the Dragon Guard. Who was there, just as they would do in Tamriel. They protected rulers and their kingdom. Recent discoveries show it to be much more than that. Many classic texts tell us of adventures to Akavir, known as the Dragonlands of the East. Many from Tamriel have attempted to conquer it, most famously Imperial Uriel V and his 10th Legion in 3rd Era 288, as documented in the Imperial Dispatch, Disaster at Eonith. Dragons have long been legend in Akavir, and many believe that their brief appearance in Tamriel's history are those that escaped Akaviri. For it was there they were hunted and killed off by the Dragon Guard. The Dragon Guard would follow those that fled to Tamriel in the late First Era. Invading from the north, the Dragon Guard met not only dragons, but the men of Skyrim. You don't meet invasions with pitchers of mead. The Dragon Guard cut a path through Skyrim. It was not until they were stopped by Ramon Cyrodiil during the battle at Pale Pass that the invasion came to an end. It was Ramon who united the human lands of Cyrodiil and defeated the Akaviri invaders. Ramon is one of the first documented and widely accepted of the mythic Dragonborn, those anointed by Akatosh and Alesia themselves. Born with the soul of a dragon, it was his followers who would say, okay, no, I read that wrong. Reports differ widely on the nature of the battle at Pale Pass, but the end result is the same. The remaining Dragon Guard, upon hearing the voice of Ramon Cyrodiil, knelt and swore their lives to him, their conqueror and savior. Fragments of from late First Era texts refer to the warriors dropping to their knees saying, "We were not hunting," or "did not intend author," rogue translation, "did not intend hunting." Sure. Continuing, "We have been searching for you." They protected Ramon with their lives, as well as his descendants, as the Ramon dynasty ushered in Tamriel's Second Era. It was through these years that their reach extended and their order grew to become the Blades. Their conquest of the dragons complete, they only sought to protect the Dragonborn and through him the Empire. They reached their height late during the Third Era under the rule of the Septim Emperors. Despite their numbers, they kept their secrecy. The most visible and well documented were the members who personally guarded the Emperor, still wearing the original Akaviri armor. That was just the tip of the spear. For the Blades were a large organization, stretching to every corner of Tamriel. These agents were of every race. They were merchants, thieves, craftsmen, mages, and warriors, all acting as spies, protecting the Empire as needed and operating in secret. They often acted alone, but some fragments speak of them meeting in secret fortresses across the continent. The most famous being Ciradel's Cloud Ruler Temple, where they hung the swords of those slain protecting the dragonborn. Other maps speak of Wind Scour Temple under the great expanse of Hammerfells, Alkir's Desert, Skyhaven Temple in the mountains of Skyrim, and Storm Talon Temple east of Wayrest. They were known to have a Grandmaster who often lived amongst the people, unknown to others. The nature of their communications, meeting places, and missions were known to only a few elite members. The only two to know all were the Grandmaster himself and the Chronicler, whose only job was to make sure the group's mission was never known but never lost. The death of Uriel Septim VII and his son Martin, the Third Era came to a close with the Blades fortifying themselves deep within Ciradel's Cloud Ruler Temple. As they waited for a Dragonborn to return, they would be called upon again. The Empire of the Fourth Era no longer saw the Blades openly protecting it, or the Emperors. That role is now filled by the Pentilus Oculatus, a purely imperial organization. But the Blades continued their secret work to watch for the Dragonborn and guard against future enemies. The Blades were among the first to see the signs that the Thalmor of the Aldemiri Dominion would not remain isolated within their borders forever. They could do what the Pentilus could not. Pentus Oculatus. They could do what the Pentilus Oculatus, servant to the imperial policy, could not, and thus earn the lasting hatred of the Thalmor. The warnings of the Blades were proved right. As is well known to all, the Great War between the Empire and the Thalmor consumed the Empire and nearly destroyed it. Emperor Titus Mede II eventually brokered peace with the Thalmor, but at a price many of us still bear. The reach and destructive nature of the Thalmor is known to many. Author's note, in my family firsthand. They are not fools. They knew early on that the Blades were an enemy, so they hunted them throughout the Great War. Some were killed defending their temples, others as they slept in their hideaways alone, or others as they so. There's so many comments in this that I lose track of what I'm reading. Some fought, some ran, some hid. The Thalmor found them all. Well, that's clearly not true. There are those that say the Blades still exist around us, and hiding from the Thalmor, waiting as they have done time and time again for a Dragonborn to return, one to protect, one to guide, and one to rule them all. Lydia.